Good afternoon. Welcome to Resource Prepping. I'm your host, Greg. Well, the Olympic Games are all but done, except for the closing ceremonies. It makes me wonder when D-Day will occur in Ukraine, if it does at all. I'm sure President Xi talked with President Putin and said, don't ruin our genocide games, and once they're over, do whatever you want to do. That's just speculation on my part. But that's been a lot of speculation on everybody's part. What I want to remind you of is President Putin, dictator Putin, however you want to address him, is fully aware of any and all sanctions that could possibly be posed by the United States. He's heard them from Obama and Biden before, back in 2012 and 2014, and so on and so forth. He's already been sanctioned. He already knows what to prepare for and what is the worst that they could possibly do. And once you've tipped your hand like that, you would know how to defend against it. So, if things escalate even further in the Donbass region, in which 2 Ukrainian soldiers were killed, more injured, I would think that if he goes in, Biden and Harris carry out their threats of sanctioning, he already has that base covered, or should have. If they eliminate him at the worst from the SWIFT payment system, meaning unable to take loans, pay bills, circulate money, all that kind of stuff, basically shutting down the Russian economy completely, do you think he wouldn't know how to retaliate against the United States? He's already seen what happens to us when the East Coast pipeline was shut down for over a week by hackers. We immediately saw how fast gas stations ran out of fuel, from all the way from South Carolina down to Arkansas and Alabama, Georgia. We already saw what happened to the fuel prices. They had to go out and arrest people for hiking the prices 50 cents to $1 a gallon. So he already knows what options are available to him, and he will retaliate. Now, in turn, would we retaliate again with something else? Militarily wise, I hope not. Would he retaliate militarily wise if we cut him out of the economics completely? It's a very real possibility. There is no way he will accept Ukraine being sovereign and the ability to become a NATO ally right on his doorstep. We've already sending troops and supplies, and now there's talk of A1 battle tanks, Abrams battle tanks, being deployed to Poland. That's our top-notch battle tank. They haven't been there before, and now we're going to send more. If that is an escalation, I don't know what is. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not pro-Russian. I'm not pro-Putin. I truly believe he will attack and kill people and say, you're part of our territory, and that's the way it's going to be, and you're not going to be in NATO, and that's it. You're not going to be a breakaway country any longer. I am just concerned for our nation as a country. We are already so divided and so angry at everything that's going on. Should a cyber attack occur, shutting off our monetary system in retaliation, not being able to get to the bank and withdraw money, use our debit cards, make a phone call, I think we would explode internally and be at each other's throats within 2 weeks or less. That's my guess. That would be my prediction, and I believe that would happen. On top of it, I would almost bet everything I had that saboteurs have already come up from our open borders and are already in place or getting in place to take out utilities, railroads, so on and so forth, cell towers. And I've already done that in another video, sabotage from within. Things are not looking rosy, and there is a lot of ill will in this country, and it's not getting any better. That's just my thoughts. I hope it doesn't happen. All the countries that have citizens in Ukraine have all told them, get out. China, a warship, has shined a green military-grade laser at a surveillance plane, which could have been construed as an act of war, a targeting for a missile launch, and fortunately nothing happened there. But again, that's intimidation. You could also see China go into Taiwan very soon. They might have, between President Putin and President Xi, saying as soon as the genocide games are over and everybody's back home, do what you want. And he will probably go into Taiwan most certainly. As a prepper, you should be talking to everyone that you know and giving examples of why you should be prepared. And I've been trying to help you give examples of what countries have nuclear drills. We don't. We have no fallout shelters that are actively working here in the United States. We don't have any alert system except for the emergency broadcast system. We already found out what happens on 9/11. People panic. People are locked up. People are afraid, and shelves of groceries disappeared literally overnight. That's why you should be a prepper, to avoid that. I don't know how to de-escalate the situation. I hope it does. 2 Ukrainian soldiers on top of the 14,000 that have already been killed over the past few years is enough. We don't need any more deaths. We don't need any of our boys, military soldiers, civilians, killed defending another country's borders when we haven't even defended our own. Kamala Harris should resign after her speech of giving sovereign nation status and speech to Ukraine. She's our border czar and never even been to our border. I just want to keep things going, and tomorrow's President's Day. Wouldn't it be ironic that they launch the attack on President's Day when everything's already shut down, never to reopen? Hope that doesn't happen. You better be prepared for that too. Thank you for liking and subscribing. I do appreciate you. Please continue to refer me to other channels. I thank you for that. Get yourself right with God. Get baptized. Greg out.